EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From just west of Calgary at Banff Springs, it's live first-round coverage of the Canadian Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. A number of folks in contention, including our leader. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
Pretty stout second shot here at the par 4 15th. And Frank, what's the right way to shape this one?
It's actually one of the few shots you probably want to hit left to right. Notice the entry of the green is more on that left side of the green. Green does pitch back to the player as well, so maybe a little cut in here for a change.
Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection or execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down fairly quick as well. Good shot.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
So the great tee shot left him here, now his second from relatively close range.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. You get a simple little chip, you knock it close, and looks like another birdie.
Well played there, a birdie here at 16.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards of par 4, that is, you know you're going to get a short on your eye. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Well, that's down there pretty far, but it's going to wind up in the bunker. And that, not the way you want to follow up the birdie. It's into the bunker off the tee. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Yes, some good playing here toward the end of the round. Birdie's at 16 and 17, and he'll move to 3 under par, just 3 back.
Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of 2 things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee.
Frank, this is one of my favorite shots in all of golf. Second to a par 5 finishing hole. We know we have a chance to see some fireworks.
Yeah, that drive has certainly cut this hole down to size. And second shot just a little bit uphill, but you can see this is just green light. Massive entry into the front of the screen.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Okay, what a run here down the stretch. Birdies at 16, 17, and now here at 18. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. Just 3 shots up. EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From the Canadian Rockies and Banff Springs, live second-round coverage of the Canadian Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Some good names up there, including our leader. We get into the action here, starting at the par 3 fourth. Okay, that one's dancing. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And after yesterday's 67, quickly to 1 under for his round here.
Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just being a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here.
Uh-oh, this is not on a good line. It's way left. And that ball definitely slowed up a bit. It'll wind up coming down in the heavy rough. He's got a clear path to the green, but this definitely not where you want to be for your second. I thought maybe that ball could get through, but instead it's down into the heavy stuff.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Just 5 feet left. Okay, no further damage. It's a bogey 5. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par.
Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand iron, whether it was out of the first cut or rough or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand iron, yeah. Oh, I love that short game skill.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he'll get it into red figures for the day at 1 under par, 5 under overall.
Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, you might avoid the bad luck.
Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5. But Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament.
Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be on the front portion of the green with a birdie putt coming up. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And Rich, this is a green I am familiar with, and this putt is slower than most people realise. Slightly up that slope. Little bit of movement from right to left.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll move to within a shot of the lead at 5 under par. So after a wonderful Thursday and Friday of golf, our featured player is only a shot back at the end of day 2.
The end of 36 holes, but the beginning of the weekend, Rich, which...
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this look at the future stars in the sport of golf. Just minutes off the Trans-Canada Highway, Banff Springs, the site for live third-round coverage of the Canadian Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. So out to the action we go as we join the play on the tee at the par 5 7th hole. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in two, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track. And how about that for a nice approach from way out? That one finds the green with a birdie putt on tap. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he'll get it to 1 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Oh, this may need to hold on. That started right. Yeah, not sure if that was a mishit or just a miscalculation, but that comes up well short and is into the hazard. Okay, so the drop made, and this will become his third at the par 3. On the green, short, but plenty of real estate between the ball and the hole. How about the speed here? Are you kidding? That is exceptional from that distance. That is worth a wow. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. He'll fall back to 8 under par. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Definitely within range of getting home in two. This, his second. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
Nope, that one never online, and it winds up in the left rough. Now, short-sided a bit as he sets up his second from left of the green. Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Oh, and a shot in the arm there to start the second 9. That's in for par here at 10. And this will stay a one-shot lead. So our featured golfer likely going to be doing a little tossing and turning tonight, working with a... EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the province of Alberta and Banff Springs Golf Course, live final round coverage of the Canadian Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, we've got a tie at the top at 15 under par. We'll head out to the action at the par 3, 13. Try to fly it all the way back there, but that'll be too much as it trundles over the back of the green. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he'll stay at 15 under.
Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right, so the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. Smoked that tee shot. Can't believe it finished in the first cut.
Well, as a young professional, it is a process. You're contending. You're leading a tournament. Then you're sleeping on a lead, and ultimately, you hope, winning that event. Noda, you've been there. What is it like?
It's a difficult process to put yourself into. Learning how to be in contention is an essential part of the professional game, but learning how to close these events out and put yourself in the winner's circle, well, that's the last piece to the puzzle.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead.
Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. A nice round number here, an even 100 yards coming up for his second.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And the lead will remain at 1 with 3 holes left to play.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you're certainly hit.
Frank, club selection so important on this second shot here at the 16th.
Yeah, any time that the elements don't work in your favor, and by that I mean here the false front, everything rolling back, then you've got to actually be more aggressive, and you're going to get the reward. So it's not like playing reckless golf, it's just the terrain dictates that you fly the ball every inch of the way.
Going to have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and this is going to go down to the wire. It'll stay a one-shot lead with 2 to play.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot. Yeah, look out, kind of sculled that one, and that's going to be over the green and into the rough. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And the lead will stay at 1 with just the 18th hole left to play.
Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Oh, that's the one. A pressure drive there at 18, holding the one-shot lead. But that is safely in the fairway, and a big exhale there. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there, and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Well, Frank, I guess we can say, hello world. It is a Sunday to remember our featured player, a champion for the very first time.
Let the celebrations ring in, that's for sure, and let the career fully ignite and start and go stratospheric.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.